What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett.
I'm Lance.
And this is Rants or Us. As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave that comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys can help us get there. All right, so uh, episode 2 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What did you think, Lance?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I didn't much care for it either, to be honest with you.
I'm not. I'm not big on this show so far. Like I did like the pilot episode, and I really didn't like this episode.
I love the first 15 to 20 minutes. Well, probably 15 minutes of the first episode. And then they got stuck on talking about a boat and loans that they
Yeah,
didn't
and
even
then
touch on
apparently
the
in the
the
second
episode
episode, I
2.
guess he doesn't have those loans to worry about no more. I don't know.
I guess not. Like, I mean, it's just like after it got on that, yeah, it kind of lost me, and I kind of felt like it hadn't brought me back since. There's glimpses of, to me, what could be a
I'm just saying
really
though, I did
interesting
feel like
show.
it
I
was
think the Flag
crazy
Smashers are interesting. Um,
to a point, but
mm,
then again, they're kind of like any villain in any
what are
type
the
of show.
see? This is what I don't get, and I know if I go back and watch it, I can probably get it, but I'm missing it somewhere. Isn't it? What exactly is the Flag Smashers' goal?
Agenda.
Yeah, is it to that they said to bring the world back like it was? What you mean before the blip, or like to like medieval times? Like why
I
are
don't know, man.
why are they delivering why are they delivering um that stuff like a super soldier serum? Like, I didn't understand that. I mean, I didn't understand why they were doing what they were doing in that episode. I don't really know what their goal is. I think they're interesting, but I don't personally know what their goal is. I mean, but that's just me. I think it's. I think overall, I think they're interesting enough. He are villains to maybe keep me interested to a point, but I
Yeah,
just feel like there's not enough behind them to really get me invested in their cause one way or the other, to love them or hate them.
yeah. I was bored throughout the whole thing. Like I'm like,
I know. I mean, I kind of feel that way too when it comes to it. What do you think of the new Captain America?
I don't know. I want to like him, but then I'm like,
It sounds like you're really excited.
sorry about that.
But what was you saying?
I don't even remember now. That scared me.
That just took years off your life.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But no, I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the new Captain America. I know he's going to end up being a villain.
Well, yeah.
I mean, but there's
I already
nothing
think he's
about
kind
him
of a
that makes me
douchebag
hate him.
anyway.
I almost kind of feel like it would have been a
But I
better
think he's a
show
douchebag.
if. Do what?
I'll tell you why I thought he was a douchebag. It's unfair to the guy because the only reason he reminded me of Homelander, so I was like, oh, this douche.
See, I mean, I kind of see that. Like, he does. There's something, the way he said it pissed a lot of people off when he said, told Bucky and Sam to just get out, stay out of our way. And I'm like, that's not that bad. Like, if that's the thing that you hate him over, I'm like,
Yeah, I
that's
mean, I
not
get it.
really, really that bad. Um, I mean, to a certain extent, like I've said, I almost kind of feel like like the show would be more interesting if it was based off of maybe trying to make him into a good guy. This new Captain America, but instead they're going down this route that is so different from really what we knew from the original the MCU so far, and about the super soldier serum. They're going down this
Mhm.
route that is I don't know. I kind of feel like they're not doing Captain America a service, because they're not making him, like, he's nothing special about him, because the
Yeah.
original Captain America, because he wasn't the only Captain America. Um, he wasn't the only one that had the super serum, super soldier serum that worked. And I mean, he didn't have anything. There's nothing special about him anymore. He's just one of many. That Isaiah that was Captain America in the Korean War. I mean, what is the difference between him and the one that we knew in the MCU? Like, I mean, what is the difference, between him and Steve Rogers? So, I mean, I kind of just don't like where they're going with that. I feel like it
Yeah.
just makes him not. It just makes him just one of many at that point. You know what I mean? Like, that's the route I take on it, at least.
Hmm.
I mean, I just feel like that maybe they should have left it as is. I understand what they're trying to do, and I don't know if I don't. I'm not really a fan of what they're actually trying to do. Where they're trying to bring up, that comic book that does, that talks about how African
Yeah.
American soldiers were tested on during I don't know, 1950s or 40s or whatever, and they're going to make that into a storyline. Um,
Yeah.
I'm
I
kind of
just
like,
really don't like the show. Like I was so excited for this show, and now that it's here, I'm like, what am I watching?
well, it kind of just, it to me it makes the ones that, like, I get it what they're trying to do. They're wanting really to for us to be like, okay, you can't root for the United States government. You have to hate the new Captain America and his sidekick. I forget his sidekick's name. Now you have to hate them because of, of course, what they did in the past, and you have to like Sam and Bucky. And so the only way that they know for you to like Sam and Bucky and to hate this other guy without not really him doing anything to hate him with is to bring in this storyline. And I feel like it just makes everything that we've seen in the MCU with Captain America, all what he's fought for and all of that, just completely and totally for nothing. Um, it just, I don't know. It to me it just hasn't set well with me in that regard. I feel like
Yeah,
maybe
I just don't like the show. Period. Like
you know
it's not good.
the first 15 minutes of the first episode, I was like, this show's gonna be good. This show's gonna be great. Um,
Yeah.
and then after that, it's just like it has some moments that I really like. I enjoy kind of the banter now between Bucky and Sam to a certain extent, though I feel like maybe that's a little undeserved. But I mean, I can handle it. It don't bother me. I enjoy the Flag Smashers. I don't really understand their goals and who they're running
Yeah,
from. I
they
don't really understand that. They stole
you don't
something
get what their
from
agenda's really
somebody,
about.
yeah, and then they were trying on the run from it. So I don't know. Are they the good guys, the bad guys? What are they exactly? They've never really set up why we should think of them as villains, and I feel like they put this narrative where that we have to love Sam and Bucky because the new Captain America is working for the government, I guess, and now we know that the government's bad, and I'm like, okay, that's the reason why. Like, I mean, I just don't like that aspect of it.
I don't either. I
Um,
just Nothing about this show has amazed me. So
Adding Zemo to it might make it a little bit more interesting in episode 3. But I don't think it's going to change the course that much. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are really great actors. They really are. They're both great actors, and they try to do the best that they can with what they are given. But I just kind of feel like the writing just isn't there. Their antagonism towards each other. It's almost kind of like they're playing them as the odd couple, where Sebastian Stan goes by the rules and Falcon doesn't play by rules and blah blah blah, all this stuff. Like, I feel like they're going down that route, and it's just so 1950s kind of route.
It's just like I said, it's just a bad show, man.
What is that movie? The Odd Couple. Grumpy Old Men's a good example.
Well, they were in both of those.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, but it feels along those lines to me. But I mean, so there was some good things about it. Like I said, it did have some funny moments. I enjoyed when that woman, I forget her name, the Flag Smashers just completely and totally beat them up. Like, it just showed that, hey, you know what? They're not invincible. That these guys are really powerful. And
well, they might. No, see, that's the thing, though. Like, if they were on the same page, maybe.
Do what?
Like, they might not have got their asses beat if they'd been on the same page.
True. I mean, kind of makes me wonder. So I'm assuming that the new Captain America doesn't have this ceremony. I'm assuming. Because he didn't act like somebody that had that ceremony. He acted like a regular guy that could just really fight. But then at the same time, he threw that shield and saved that guy that was falling on the highway. And I'm like, well, that's not normal either. So
that was like a little. That was kind of just like a little plug-in for the animated Captain America would do things like that. So
I don't know. I'll just be honest with you. I would have enjoyed this a lot more if they would have made this Captain America, John Walker, into somebody that we grew to like. At least maybe had a show building him up. I get it, in the comic books he kind of has a role where he's not always a hero, in that he's got alternative motives and all that. But at the same time, he's kind of been in the comics, kind of this character in the gray. But they made him into this all-American boy, and I'm going to be kind of disappointed when they kind of show that he's not that.
Right.
I am going to be that, because I feel like if they would have made him where he's somebody that really was good, but because he wasn't accepted as a Captain America, maybe he did things that went a little too far. Maybe do something like that. But I just feel like just automatically they're just making it where you have to hate that guy because he's working for the government, and that's just that. What was the point of them going to see Isaiah? What was the point of that other than to show that, I don't know, Bucky got his arm ripped off? Seems kind of weird that you were working for the enemy, and then you show up for this guy's house 50 years later, and you think, what do you think he's going to do? You think he's just going to talk with you? Like, what do you think he's going to do? Like, the guy even said, he says, I thought you were here to kill me. Like, he was like, because, I mean, what would you expect? You don't have this large reputation with this guy. Y'all weren't comrades. Y'all weren't brothers in arms of any kind of way. So I'm like, exactly, what was the point of that other than, I guess, to show that Captain America, Steve Rogers, was just one of many? I
That's
just feel
it.
like this show's done a little bit more harm than good to the reputation.
That's why I said too, and I just think it's been really poorly done.
I just kind of look.
Okay, here's what I feel. I feel like Marvel has dropped the ball for me twice now.
What with series
Yeah,
with WandaVision?
yeah.
See, I don't want to say that WandaVision dropped the ball on. I mean, Marvel dropped the ball on WandaVision because for the most of WandaVision, it was great. I thought.
That's what I'm saying. They had something good and they dropped the ball on that finale at least.
Yeah, and then it's like they picked it. Yeah, what would have happened if the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was the first one to come out? Would you have even given WandaVision a shot? I don't think I would have.
Well,
I gave WandaVision a.
I'm gonna be
I
fair
gave this
though.
show a shot simply because of WandaVision.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. But to be fair, I wasn't gonna try WandaVision out if you hadn't told me to, so we could do the video. So
Look, you know what? You want to know something when it comes to WandaVision, though? That
your
was a
fault.
pleasant
9 hours of my
surprise.
life were wasted.
Yeah, no, I kind of felt that, and I hate saying that to a certain extent because I did enjoy WandaVision for a lot of hours,
Dude,
and I just kind of felt like the
yeah,
end.
hate.
It was all just one big, preview for some upcoming movie. Like that was
Oh, it
it.
was.
That's all it was standing for. And I'm kind of getting the point. I'm kind of feeling like this is kind of going to lead down that same road too. I just don't want to be invested in series that don't stand on their own. And look,
Yeah, and I don't want to get into these one season series.
and this is only going to have like 6 episodes. So we're almost halfway through.
Yeah, but they already said this is going to have a season 2, though.
Do you want a season 2 of it though?
No, I don't want a season 1.
I mean, I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, I know I contacted you right after I watched it. I was like, I just, it's like there's the confrontation between the two main characters doesn't feel deserved. The just random happenings that go on, like, hey, this guy just ripped my arm off in the Korean War. Let's go have a chat with him because I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
understand.
it was weird how it got brought up because he's like, I want you to meet someone. Why?
And what have you been doing? Stalking that guy the whole time? Like, I mean, why would you want to know where this guy lived? I mean, he ripped your arm off. Like, was he planning revenge? Like, I mean, what was the deal?
Oh, because the psychiatrist said he had to get closure.
Okay, I know you and I probably disagree on this. I don't feel like he's got to get closure for anything. He didn't do anything. He was like.
Did you have a different?
I mean, I get what you're saying. He's still having the nightmares. He's still feeling like
I think, in his
it,
mind he
but he
did
wasn't the
plenty.
one doing it. So I'm almost kind of like, if I was the psychiatrist, I would be like, dude, you're blaming yourself for something you really had no control over. So it's like, I would be like, let it go. That would be what I would be saying. But no, she's like, no, you've got to find closure with it. No, you need to let it go. That seems like it would be the better option of it. Because I don't understand, what is he supposed to do with even the old guy in episode 1? Is he supposed to go up there and say, hey, I killed your son. I just wanted to know if we could have closure about this. I took everything away from you, your son, your life, basically. And
He was supposed to tell him, and then he couldn't do it.
That's right next to you. Do what?
Remember, he was supposed to tell him, but then he couldn't do it.
Because why would you tell him? How is that going to make that old man feel any better?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But okay, so overall, where would you rate this episode?
I would rate it a 6 out of 10.
What? You liked it that much? I'm gonna say a
I'm not
four and
gonna
a
say,
half.
huh?
I'm gonna say more like a four and a half.
4.5. Let me tell you the reason why I would rate it as high as what I did is because there was some interesting. I did enjoy the scene with the flag smashers and them fighting it. I did enjoy maybe a little bit some of the banter. I thought when they were
Yeah, but
sneaking
not enough for six and a half.
six. Well, I enjoyed it enough in that way, but I'm like, no, I said six, not 6.5.
Okay, six.
Six. I
Whatever.
mean, you know, it's not good enough for 6.5. I want to say it's teetering on a 5, but there was some points where I did enjoy some of it. I just thought, okay, a lot of it's not realistic. They're getting to the into these arguments when they're on like these covert missions, and it's like no one's hearing them, but yet they drop something in the background. People's like, "What is that?" You didn't just hear these guys screaming at each other earlier, but you heard the pin drop. Like, are
That's what
you
I'm
kidding
saying.
me? Like, come on. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't get that. That made no sense to me. So yeah, I was a little bit pissed about that. But you say you give it a four, a four,
Four and a half, maybe
four.
a five.
What did you
Five at
hate the
best.
most about it? Let's just get to that. What did you hate the most?
Just everything. Like, just the direction they're going with this show. To me, it's boring. And then they give me a fight scene that's exciting for like 5 minutes, and then it's back to the same old boring. I'm
I
good.
I hated the thing that I hated about it was at the very end, and when uh, John Walker said to him, just stay the hell out of my way or something along those lines. And I don't know why I hated that. Is because I was like, oh, that's supposed to be something that's supposed to tell us that he's a villain. I guess I don't really know. Like, I mean, if
So
that's
what
why I'm
was your
supposed to hate him, I
so
guess I don't
so what
know.
was your favorite part?
The fight scene on on the trucks.
Oh,
I
that
actually
was
thought that
cool.
was really good.
Oh, on the train?
Huh?
Was it on the train?
No, it's on those trucks, those 18 wheelers.
Yeah, just semis. Yeah,
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 I actually enjoyed that. There were some cool scenes.
yeah. That was
Captain
cool.
America throwing that shield and saving that guy. That was pretty cool.
Uh,
I
I
enjoyed
thought that was
that.
kind of cheesy myself, but
You thought it was cheesy? See, I did
my
enjoy
favorite
that part,
part,
but
my
I
favorite part was the credits.
credits. So this is gonna be a show that you're. Do you think there's any hope for this show?
For me,
Yeah.
probably not.
Let me ask you this: how do you have hope for Walker, but yeah, you don't for this?
I think this is worse than Walker.
Oh my goodness, that is somewhere we disagree with
That's
drastically.
okay.
No, that's a video right there. A long, long video of why
Yeah.
you're wrong on that one.
By the time this season's over, it would be a long video.
Dude, by the time I got done ranting, the season would be over. I could like I got a long list of things
Okay.
against Walker that is longer than Santa's uh, naughty list, basically. Like that's like how bad that is. But
So
overall, I
that's how you
feel
could tell you have kids. That's the comparison we
yeah,
go to.
I know. My son don't even believe in Santa. I have to. My son tells me he's like, "There's no such thing as Santa." I'm like, "Stop being a bomb bug." but anyways, I will say I have faith in this series to a certain extent, simply because Marvel, in its track record, is what I have.
Movies. With movies, yes.
Yes, I feel like the first 8 episodes of WandaVision were
With
pretty.
series, no.
See, I feel like they did good almost to the very end. But this whole thing that there's going to be more, what was it? All these different clues and stuff of what's going to happen. All of that George St. Pierre, or whatever his name is,
Oh yeah.
said was going to happen. That dude's so full of crap. Stuff is there.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be like one thing. I agree with you, definitely, sir. Totally agree. I'm mystified. Not gonna push that button, but yeah. But I mean, overall, yes, I do have hope for this. I did, like I said, I don't like the idea that we're supposed to hate Captain America because of who he's aligned to or aligned with. I don't like. I don't feel that the anger and resentment between Bucky and Sam should be there. I don't really understand why.
Well, I don't think the friendship between Bucky and Sam should just automatically be there.
Do what?
I don't think the friendship between them should just automatically be a thing.
All because Sam decided that he didn't want to take up the mantle of Captain America. All because of that. Why did we need a Captain America? I mean, to be honest with you, it's like since the 1940s, you have the Hulk. Like, why do you need a Captain America? I mean, it's just like that makes no sense. I mean, I guess you could say, well, Iron Man, he's gone, so at least temporarily. So we've got to have somebody. But hey, you still got Wanda, and you know how Wanda's such a wonderful human being. She could enslave the world and make everybody happy.
And then who you got? Doctor Strange that can't do one job. I'm sorry, Doctor Strange. They ruined me with Doctor Strange when they did WandaVision.
You know what? It kind of pissed me off because I was like, how did Agnes know about what was going on in this little town in New Jersey? But Doctor Strange
literally went and became Doctor Strange or whatever because you were going to watch out for all the magic entities and stuff. And she literally used magic to take over a town. And you're like,
not even far from where he was located in New York. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, man. Like you have one job, man.
I agree. That's messed up. But that's for another video. We could. I mean, I got.
We're gonna do that video.
But yeah, overall, I will say, yeah, I would give it a 6. You give it a 4.5. I think those are fair ratings. I feel like maybe
like I said, maybe a 5.
I feel like maybe I'm being generous a little too much. But I'd say a 6. I'll stick with my 6 on this one. But overall, guys, let us know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all